there's a bit of a dichotomy in the markets in general. We think, if we look at our even our upside scenarios, if things go really well, maybe there is even an earlier discovery of a drug, and the economies recover very, very fast. The stock markets globally, by and large, have that they're starting to price our upside scenario, and whereas in credits, interestingly, they're still a bit more hesitant, it seems. So if I can give you an example, so for the U.S., for example, we think that at least this year we could draw back in earnings close to 30%, 26, 20, 28, somewhere there. And yet the markets have recovered so strong that we think at least over a 6-month view, the market's probably due for a pause. Whereas on the credit side, yes, we have recovered a little bit, but not as significantly. So we think areas like investment grade, for example, in the U.S., also in APEC, by the way, high yield in the U.S., and also emerging market sovereign bonds. These are the areas, and from a risk-reward point of view, also if there should be a bit of a setback, they probably hold up a bit better, but they also have a bit more upside probably when things go well.
Okay, and then another investment opportunity that you're finding value in is the yen, the yuan versus the dollar. Now, why is that the case? And would you also be advising clients to look at the movement in the HKD?
Yeah, and we would probably really focus on the first ones you mentioned. By the way, also the pound. So certainly the yen we see upside. We see for the yuan we see upside, and also for the pound. As a matter of fact, we think to an extent this is dollar weakness coming back that we expect. Now we do understand why the dollar currently is stronger, right? It is the world's trading currency. There has been shortages there. As we speak, the Fed is trying to mitigate these shortages. So as that happens, we think people will then more, rather from a liquidity point of view, that they look more towards the fundamental point of view, yield differentials, for example. And there, frankly, since the last 1 month, 2 months, the dollar doesn't have that much more to offer anymore. So why should it keep the current strength? We think that across the board, including these three currencies I mentioned, pound, yuan, yen, we should see strengthening here in the second half at the expense of the dollar.